Our top story for this week deals with New Jersey youth who are battling to secure the limited number of summer jobs. In the state, the unemployment rate for 16 to 19-year-olds is almost 25%. And as the competition gets tougher, young people are realizing the value of seasonal jobs, despite demanding schedules, uncomfortable working conditions, and in some cases, inadequate pay. Teenagers and college students have a chance to fatten their wallets, but also learn important life lessons, such as handling money properly. But they aren't just competing with each other. With a difficult economic climate, young people are competing with displaced workers who are turning to seasonal employment to make ends meet. Another important story deals with the U.S. Supreme Court landmark ruling that deemed it unconstitutional to deny federal benefits to married same-sex couples. The decision struck down a key provision in the Defense of Marriage Act, which kept gay married couples from enjoying the same benefits of their heterosexual counterparts. But in New Jersey, where gay marriages are still not legally recognized, Governor Chris Christie says the question should go to voters through a referendum. Other headlines from greater media newspapers includes former Middlesex County Sheriff Joseph Spicuzzo, who admitted in court last week to accepting bribes totaling $112,000 in exchange for giving out promotions and positions. Spicuzzo could face up to 9 years in state prison. Two in Monmouth County women have launched an organization called Kids Club for children with dyslexia. The club will allow its members to step up as leaders by running their own meetings and giving back to the community. What goes better with summer than good music enjoyed outdoors? Free summer concerts will be held throughout Middlesex County. For concert times and dates, visit gmnews.com. Former U.S. Army base Fort Hancock faces an uncertain future in Sandy Hook after its buildings were damaged during Superstorm Sandy. A panel last week announced it would solicit ideas from companies seeking to repurpose the 36 buildings at the historic fort. Eatontown officials are looking to fine-tune the borough's pay-to-play ordinance to hold elected officials accountable for campaign contributions, namely those made by professionals conducting business with the town. This follows the indictment of Birdsall Services Group executives for allegedly making illegal contributions. Tora Links of Middlesex County is expected to purchase the McGinnis School building in East Brunswick for $315,000. The building has drawn concerns from neighbors and town officials as it sat abandoned for more than 20 years. And now we turn to Mark Rosman. Mark is the managing editor of the News Transcript and Tri-Town News. He also has a weekly radio segment on WCTC where he speaks about key stories in our area. Mark, what do you have for us today?
Thanks, Susie. On my segment on WCTC on July 2nd at 2:06 p.m., I'll be speaking about two stories this week, the first of which appears in the Edison Metuchen Sentinel. It describes the conditions at the Edison Animal Shelter, where right now there's an overabundance of dogs that are up for adoption. It's raining dogs is the way they put it there. They're not really sure why this year they have so many dogs up for adoption, but the process of adopting one is not too expensive and it's really easy. So if you think that this would be the time for your family to adopt a dog, give the Edison Animal Shelter a call. That's one of the stories I'll be speaking about on WCTC. The second article I'll be speaking about on WCTC this week describes a young woman who was the victim of a suicide bus attempt in Israel 10 years ago. In fact, she survived that attempt where 16 people were killed. And in the intervening decade, she has gone on to form a group that brings other victims of global terrorism together so they can help each other heal. Sari Singer has a really interesting story and one I think you'll find quite interesting. My segment this week on WCTC will be at 2:06 p.m. on July 2nd. I hope you'll join me.
Thank you, Mark. Mark's segment normally runs on Wednesdays at 2:06 p.m. If you miss them live, please find the stories in our papers or online at gmnews.com. Now, where did Bobby Flay learn how to grill? Let's ask Della Morrison reporting from the Jersey Shore.
The borough of Keyport showcased its Superstorm Sandy recovery at the end of June when Drew's Bayshore Bistro owner Drew Araneo won a throwdown challenge presented by celebrity chef Bobby Flay. The event was sponsored by the New Jersey Economic Development Authority and the Stronger Than the Storm marketing campaign to demonstrate that the Jersey Shore is indeed open for business after the storm. Araneo won with his well-known voodoo shrimp dish and was cheered by a crowd of several thousand.
wasn't about really about me, you know, it was really about Jersey Shore.
The event invited celebrity judges like disco icon Gloria Gaynor to vote 2-1 in favor of the hometown dish. But in the end, Flay says it's all about the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time at the Jersey Shore, Seagirt, Spring Lake. I mean, that's where my first summers were. And it's actually the first place I learned how to grill. Their parents. I wasn't actually grilling, but that's my first memories of grilling. So obviously New Jersey has a very special place in my heart.
With Greater Media Newspapers, I'm Stella Morrison.
This week, we also have a tech segment. With us today is Lauren Simons to tell us about a new augmented reality app for mobile devices. Lauren is from Hand Drawn Marketing, which is sponsoring today's broadcast. Here's Lauren.
One of the coolest, newest, and free applications for your mobile device is Blipper. Blipper actually will take a two-dimensional surface, such as an advertisement, poster, or even a product, and bring it to life right in front of your eyes on your mobile device. President Obama turned to Blipper for a new way to do fundraising, using a $5 bill as the trigger, promoting his agenda while raising grassroots interest, and just for fun, adding a program to take your picture high-fiving the prez and posting it to Facebook. And guess what? Thousands and thousands did. Stylist Magazine recently did an all Blipper edition, turning a normal still photo cover into one of the most talked about covers of the year. The inside was filled with games, promotions, and a Blipper specialty, turning print catalogs into instant purchase digital catalogs. Maybelline's fun version allowed users to take a photo of their own hand and see it with many different nail polish colors and effects. And Heinz used it to turn every ketchup bottle in the world into a digital recipe book showing unique new uses for its time-honored brand. Right now, Blipper is being used by major companies like Budweiser, Nestle, and Heinz. However, if you're a local business person and you're interested in Blipper, Hand Drawn Marketing can bring it to you at a very affordable price. Hand Drawn Marketing is a full-service advertising agency and can handle all your marketing needs, from print, radio, internet, cable, and even some unique opportunities that are only being offered by Hand Drawn.
This is Susie Shia for Greater Media Newspapers. For more in-depth coverage and additional stories, please see our papers or visit us online at gmnews.com.